need some help up here? Oh, I am so excited. This is going to be awesome. Come on, have a seat, front row seat, for the most awesome mess that you could make today. You coming up, Jay? Coming up with Dad? Coming up with Mom? Someone's coming up. I'm so glad that you're here. We're getting close to the end of the boxes. We have this box today, and then next week we have that last box. And do you remember what this box is? Yes, it is the Neighbour Hour box. Remember that? The Neighbor box. Do you remember what we put into the Neighbor box? Well, to help us remember, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your strength and all of your soul and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself, we remembered that, well, neighbors, sometimes we have, remember, fences between us and our neighbor, and that we want to make sure that those fences help us to connect rather than, shut out the people around us. We're going to talk about fences during the sermon today while you're downstairs. We also talked about how one thing you do with neighbors is you borrow a cup of sugar from your neighbors. Have you done that since you didn't walk over to the neighbors and say, "Can I borrow a cup of sugar?" Well, I did. I borrowed a cup of sugar, and what did I promise we would do when we got to opening the box? Do you remember what I said? We would make something. We would make something. So what I did is I consulted with one of the best cookie makers in the universe. Did you know that I know one of the best cookie makers in the universe? The best cookie maker? Yes, Marie Campbell, one of the best cookie makers in the universe. I consulted with her, and Marie gave to me her special cookie recipe that we're going to make today. Who wants to make cookies? So when you're making cookies, it can be a mess. And so we put on the apron so that you don't get any of your cookie batter on your jacket and get in trouble from your wife. Very important step. Okay. So we got that on. And here's how the recipe goes. Now, you start with, who wants to help me measure out some ingredients? Okay, come on up here, both Chase and Xander. Ben, do you want to help too? All right, so the recipe starts with a cup of sugar. Do you think we can do this without making a mess? Okay. The two of you hold that still, and we will pour a cup of sugar in here. You ready? Down into the cup. Oh, you know what? I should have it's all lumpy. You see how lumpy it is? Did your dad make cookies with you? No? Your dad's a chef, isn't he?
Yeah.
Does he have a really cool apron like I have?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. There's sugar. Oh, ah! Okay, so we have a cup of sugar. Let's pour the cup of sugar into our mixing bowl. Okay, that's perfect. Now, flour. Before we do flour, we have to put in some poudre pâte magique. Oh, magic baking powder. So a cup of this, or maybe not a cup. How much should we put in of baking powder? What do you think? Marie, how much? A pinch, you say? A pinch? Let's put a pinch of magic in there. That looks like a pinch, doesn't it? Okay, let's add that. Here, you hold that while they pour it in. Okay. And also brown sugar. Okay, I'll hold the bowl. Grab one of those lumps and put it in there. Yep, it's just a lump of sugar. Thank you. Here, you hold on to that again. You can lick your fingers. It's just brown sugar. And do you know what this is? This is vanilla abstract. So let's put, who wants to squeeze some vanilla abstract? You all do? Okay. There's one. Okay. And you want to squeeze a little bit in? And a little bit in. Okay, perfect. And now here's the thing. I have this love-hate relationship with flour, so I have to use substitutes for flour. So rice flour is a substitute. I don't know how to make rice flour, but I have rice here. And if you can pour we need a cup of rice flours into there. I'm so sorry, Joe. Slowly. More. Okay. All right, let's pour that rice flour into there. Thank you. Great, you got that. And for the cookies that we're making, what ingredient am I missing for cookies? Chocolate chips, yeah. So we put the butter. Oh, I forgot the butter. What else? Milk. Anything else? Eggs. I have eggs. Are you ready? Okay. How should we do this? Let's put that up here and crack some eggs into it. There's one egg. And 2 eggs. Yeah, okay, so we got the eggs in there. And what we have to do is, the last step is we mix. Oh, that's okay, that's just protein. Let's mix our batter together. You want to get rid of the lumps, because that won't be good. And get all of the rice mixed in there. Okay, and perfect. Now, I'm just going to go check with my expert, make sure that everything is fine. I haven't forgotten anything.
I won't guarantee it.
Is that good, Marie? Perfect? Perfection? Did I hear you say perfection? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Love your neighbor. Let's have a seat now. Love your neighbor with all your heart and soul and mind and strength. You know what the best way of doing that is? Make them cookies. So you're going to go down for children's worship, and we're going to put these in the oven and make cookies for the people who are here to eat after church. And you'll help to serve them. And when you serve them, I want you to let them know that they're made with love, right? Love your neighbor with all of your heart and soul, and all of your eggs, and all of your sugar, and all of your flour. And that'll help you learn to love God. Okay, let's turn around, and let's look at somebody and say, may God bless you as you stay to hear God's word. All right, off you go.